everyone, this is Beth from Art by Bedell. Thank you for joining me again today. I have a quick little video that I want to do for the challenge on my community group in Facebook. First off, I want to explain that in order to become a member of the community group, in order for me to accept you into the group, you must be a follower of Art by Bedell Facebook group. That means you need to either like or follow. There's a button that you have to click on in order to do that for it to show up. Then you can request to be accepted into the Art by Bedell community group, which is where we have our challenges and prompts and can share ideas of what each other is doing in the group. It's a community. And in order to be accepted, first you have to do what I said with the Facebook group. You have to belong to my group in order to belong to the community group. So then you will have 3 questions to answer. First, are you a member of Facebook group? It's a yes or no answer. If your answer is no, you won't be accepted. Second, tell us about your journaling or whatever. And then third, do you agree and accept to the rules? If you say no, you will not be accepted into the group. You have to do these steps in order to follow along. They are the rules, and if I bend the rules for one person, then it's not fair to everybody else. So please, that's how you get accepted into the Art by Bedell community group. Okay, so with that being said, we have a challenge this month, March, going on with pockets. And so I am going to just show you a really quick little video about my favorite pocket, I should say, if you can have such a thing as a favorite. But I like the Glassine bags. They just really, I don't know, there's just something about them that I really, really like. So I tend to like to use Glassine bags as pockets. Now, do I do other kinds of pockets? Oh yeah, just watch any video and you're gonna see that I do all kinds of pockets. And I don't just play favorites with my Glassine and put them absolutely everywhere, but they are my favorite. So I'm going to show you today how simple and easy it is to add a pocket to your page without much thought at all. You have a Glassine bag, you have a page. I like to ink up my pages and I like to ink up my papers. So I'll do that, and then I will add a little bit of ephemera on top of my Glassine bag. Again, you don't have to do these steps. This is just what I like to do. And so I add a piece of paper that's from, usually I have, when I'm making a journal for sale, I have a digital kit that I like. And this one just happens to be by Ink and Page. It is a vintage Easter. I have a vintage Easter by Ink and Page, and then I have a woodland by Ink and Page. And I have been using both of those in my commission journal that I have made. And now I'm starting this little journal for spring and Easter using the same 2 kits. So I've added a piece of paper here, and then I like to have a focal point. Now from here, you can add a lot more collaging if you want, or you can just be simple and there it is. I mean, that's good enough actually. But you know what? I'm not really about the simple. Although my smaller journals tend to be much simpler than my bigger journals. I just don't feel I have the room to explore like I do in my bigger journals. If you've watched the spring and Easter commissioned one that I've been doing, I mean, I added some pretty bulky stuff in that. These littler ones, for me, it does not lend itself to that. So I will add some cheesecloth onto my Glassine bag behind my bunny, like that. To add my cheesecloth, because it's texture. When I add texture, I tend to add a wetter glue. And so I will just take my glue, and this is just a tacky glue, and I'm going to put it in the area, if I can get it to come out, that I'm going to put my cheesecloth down. Do I put my cheesecloth down so it can't move at all? Nope. I like to have movement on my pages also. And then I'll put some glue on the back of my piece of ephemera, which is this bunny, and I will put that on my Glassine bag over top of my cheesecloth, just like that. So now I have some texture, I have some collage, I have a pocket. In my pocket, I need a tag or a journal card. So I have this journal card that came with the kit, and I printed on the back also, and I inked up around the edges. Simple, it can be done. There it goes, it's in the pocket. See how easy that can be? Now I have another little glassine bag that I want to add. So I'm going to put a little bit of the tacky glue along the outside edges of that and put that down. Just having it so it's a little bit on my piece here, on my focal piece. It's a little bit above the bottom of my first glassine bag, so you can see all the steps and the layers. That's something else I like to do. So we'll put that on there, and then I have another piece of the same ephemera, or same paper here, that I'm going to put on top of my glassine bag. There we go. And I have a little tag. Came from the kit. This is from the Woodland kit. And I am going to, because it actually looks like a tag and not a journal card, I am going to put an eyelet on this using my We Are Memory Keepers chomper thing here. And using a 3/16 inch hole, I'll punch my hole. I'll set my eyelet down in it. And then I'll crimp it. And then I have some ribbon that I'm going to add to that. And I fold my ribbon in half, make a loop, bring the loop up through the back, and put the tails down in. Sometimes the ribbons want to come undone, and if yours is doing that, then just put a little bit of dab of glue down in there. And I think I'll just snip off the ends of these a little bit. There we go, that looks better. And I need a focal point for on this also, this bag. So for that, I have one of these eggs that came with the kit. And I'll ink up around the edge of that. Now when I use ink up around the edge, I'll just take an applicator and just rub on the edge of whatever it is I'm inking up. And I have been using my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. You use whatever ink you have, whatever you like. And that sets that apart from that. And I will put that kind of off to the side a little bit there too. It's like that. Now I kind of want to bring these two elements together right in here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with a word, or I'll stamp a number, something that's going to bring these together. I don't want to hide that basket too much, so that's a little bit too big. I have these spring words that I printed off. I'll have to find, I don't remember who I bought them from. I'll have to look that up. So there we had magnificent. And I want to add some cheesecloth behind that also. And that pulls everything together. Look, no stitching, no fuss, very quick, very easy, and yet you have a really nice little page. I didn't glue that on. So, I got my bag glued on, but I didn't get this bag glued on. Now I could still go around and stitch around the outside edge if I wanted to this, but I'm just going to leave it because I'm showing you simplicity today. I'm showing you how quick you can have a pocket or two on your page just by using some digitals, some scrapbook papers, whatever you have, and yet it's still an effective page for your journal. There you have it, guys. That is our challenge for March, is pockets. Show us some of your pockets that you have, girls. Thanks for watching. You have a great day, and we shall see you again soon. Bye now.